use PC1 tracker system, we need to open up a web browser and type in your username and password. So we'll put administrator here and enter our password and click on login. If you forgot your password by any chance, you can click here and enter your email, and it will send a link to your email address, and you can do the needful and reset your password. So going back to the main credentials screen, we'll put your username and we'll put our password and click on login. This will navigate us to the main homepage on our dashboard or welcome screen. Here we can see the project status. So we got three types. One is open projects, the next one is in progress projects, and the last one is completed projects. So in total there are 12 projects, so we can see that there is only one project that is open at the moment. And we can also see in the pie chart just shows the status of the projects. So as we can see, one open project is open at the moment, and here in the pie chart we can see is one. So in total there are 10 in progress projects which there are teams that are working on. So yes, 83% of the projects are been in progress. So the last one is completed, which is in green color, and we can see here. So if you want to download or export a chart, we can click here, and if you want to download as an image, we can click here. And there's also another option of PNG, and if somebody wants to get a PDF document of it or an SVG, we can click here and get the document. Going to the next phase, which is details of the project. Here we have also used three colors, like red for open, yellow for in progress, and green for the completed ones. So we can see this IDSR is in green color. So that clearly shows us that this project is being completed. The next one is yellow, so we can see the bar is yellow, so these must be in progress. And this one, national vaccine procurement, this is open. So to get the details, if we want to view the details of IDSR, we can just click here on view, and we will get the details of the project. We can see the basic information of the project, we can see the funding, we can see status information, active management, and recalls. So going back to the dashboard details, so if somebody wants to search a specific project, for example, we can see what projects are going on in Islamabad ICT. We can see counter value for funds for ICT, Islamabad Capital Territory. So we can again click on view and get the details. So this also shows us the status, which we can see is in progress. The color is yellow. So one another thing from the bar. So yeah, these were all about the details. Configure management system. In this there we have four modules: activities, funding source, currency, and fund types. First of all, we can if somebody wants to add a new activity, so we can just put an activity name. For example, in this scenario, if we put activity A, so we'll just write down the name and click add, and it says like data inserted successfully, so we know that we have successfully added a new activity. So we can also search it here in the search bar. We can write activity A, and we can see that we got a new activity added here. So we can put it on inactive and active mode. So if you click the active button, we'll get this, are you sure, do you want to inactive? So we'll press OK to put it in inactive mode. We can also go to the next page from here and see if it's done or not. So the next module of this one is funding source. So if somebody wants to add a new source name, for example, if somebody wants to add new source X, so we can just add the button and see if it's added or not. So we can see there are several types: USAID, WHO, UNICEF. We can also update these ones and put it on active and reactive mode. So if we say what we just added, source X, so we can see, yeah, so we can put it in active, or we can also update the. All right, so the next one is currency. So we can see there are few of them which are already added. So there's AUD, USD, UK pound, and yen Japanese. So if we want to add a new currency, for example, we have to add um, UAE dirham. We can write it down here and we can press add, and we can just see it here. And if we have a long list, we can also search it here and update it, or we can put it on again. We can put it on inactive mode. Right. So yep, we can see it's inactive now. The next type is fund type. Fund type. So we can see here if any project is of its name is grant, if it's a project of is done by taking a loan from someone, or is cost sharing. So if federal is putting 50% and provincial is putting 50%, so this could be a fund type. We can also make a new fund type. For example, government of Pakistan is sponsoring it. So if we add a new type, we can put here and can see that it is in the list now, and we can, as usual, we can search for it, and we can put in, we can update it, or we can put it on inactive or active mode. Yep. So that's all about configuration management system. So the next module of this project is data management. So here we have to fill out a form, PC1 form, which we can see here. We have to put the basic information. As we can see that the system ID is auto-generated. The next type is system date, which is also auto-generated. So we have to select a source. Either we can select WHO, USAID, or any of the following. In this case, we'll select USAID. Start date could be 1st of July, and if it's a 6 months project, we can put the date as 31st of December, and we write the project name here. For example, project 1. The next step of this form is funding information. So we have to select if either it's a grant or loan or cost sharing. We can write as a grant maybe. So USAID grant. Total allocation could be 100 million. The currency could be either of these three. We'll put USAID here. Conversion rate would be 160, and it will convert the amount in Pakistani rupees. So the next status is status information. We can put it as open, and we can write any notes here and click save. So the next module of this is activity management. We can select any of them here. So we'll select PC1 ministry approved, or any of it. So we'll put a start date, finish date, and whom is this project assigned to. We can write the company name, Monex. So it's an open project, status date, and we can also put notes here and click save after that. So as we can see that the record is being updated here, so we can check, or we can also search it if there are multiple records. So this is all about the PC1 form. The next module of this one is search and update project. So if we want to find a project, we can just type here project 1. In our case, we can see where project 1 is, which we just created. So we can click on edit and can see the details we just entered, and we can make changes here. We can write project 2 maybe, and you can see if it's being updated or not. So yep, this is how you search the project. So now you can check if we got project 1 now. No, so we don't have any project 1 now, so we have updated it to number 2. So this is all about that.